Last video, I got this thing started. This video, it's finally time to drive it. A little bit of a preface of this video. If anyone who watches this watches other car videos, there's a channel or there's a group called Hoonigan. They make YouTube videos. I really like their style of editing, and I'm trying to learn how to edit and like shoot videos better. So with this video, I'm gonna kind of try and emulate, copy their style of shooting stuff and editing stuff. I don't know, might make a better video. But yeah, like I said, it's time to finally get this thing on the road. Tomorrow, I'm going to register this car. There's a few things I want to check and do before that, so I'm gonna go over that in a list now. First thing I need to do today, make sure the car can actually cool itself down. I need to check, see if the radiator fans work or not. Second thing I need to do, I have everything I need for the electric power steering now, so I need to put the electric power steering module in, wire it up, see if that works. Third thing I need to do, I have a wideband air-fuel ratio gauge. It's hooked up, but it's not wired into the car, so I need to finish the wiring for that, make sure it works. Number 4, I have brake fluid. The clutch is kind of bled. I need to make sure that the clutch is completely bled, and I need to bleed the brakes. Number 5, I need to pull out the thing like where the radio and all of that stuff is. I need to pull out the radio. Number 5 plus 1.
The number of the day is 6.
So that's the number that's
I need to figure out some kind of under tray for the bottom of the car. Number 5 plus 2, I only have one hand that I can do this with. Register the car. 5 plus 3, first thing you gotta do, rip a fat burnout, maybe a few donuts. How you doing there, Ruger? You doing good? Oh, yeah. Alright, so number 1 on my list, gotta check the cooling fan. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna jump the relays and see if the fans work. This is cooling fan number 1 relay, and I'm getting no signs of life from it when I tried jumping it with the wire. Alright, here's cooling fan number 2. Let's see if this has any signs of life. Nope, getting nothing.
It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead.
Well, it's life, Jim, but not as we know it, not as we know it, not as we know it.
Most likely scenario is just the fans don't work, so when I do drive it, I'm gonna have to watch the temperatures. There is one more thing I'll test just to check. I don't think it'll work, but I will try hooking 12 volts directly to the fans, because there may be something with the wiring, I'm not sure. This fan actually works. Number 1, done. Number 2, electric power steering. This drops in. Relay goes in here. Alright, blue cable is in. This clips on here. Black cable goes on this side. I'm gonna go try turning the wheel, see if we got power steering or not. Well, it doesn't feel like it. Certainly. Maybe the car needs to be on? I'm not sure. Power steering actually works. I'm very surprised. I thought it didn't, but they make it so that the car has to be running, so the alternator is running before you can do this. And wait, I think that may have also fixed my traction control, possibly. Who knows? I'm gonna call that, you know, kind of done-ish on the power steering. Wideband AFR. This one's gonna be a bitch. I have to deal with wiring. For the wideband AFR, I have this big wiring diagram. But first of all, what does this do? This is a gauge that simply tells me in the exhaust what's the ratio of air to gas. What that tells you is what's the ratio of air to gas in the engine. If there's not enough gas, your engine can just completely blow up. So this will tell me if it's running right or not. Well, I just pulled the radio out, and I think it's pretty safe to say, considering all this duct tape here, that somebody's messed with this before. Let's see what's under this duct tape. Simple universal radio input. 12 volt DC ground. I may be able to hijack this old wiring. I'm gonna get the multimeter, see if any of these give me the 12 volts I need, and I may be able to just hijack straight off of this for the wideband gauge. Ruger decided to join me again, yeah, right? Yes, yes. Found the multimeter? What's that? Is it a multimeter? Say yes. Say yes, it's a multimeter. Okay, so this plugs into... Where? This plugs into... What the fuck? What the heck? What the heck? I don't understand at all how they did this wiring. And so if I ground this somewhere, it gives me nothing. That's not good, Ruger. Oh, wait. No, we have 12 volts. Perfect. Sweet. I can piggyback off of this. And it works. Well, it seems to work. I'm gonna take Ruger inside because he's a dog and dogs don't really like loud noises, and then I'm gonna try starting it, see if I get a reading. Ruger, let's go. Come on. Come on, Ruger. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Good boy. Let's go inside. Let's see what it does. Well, it works, I think. It's sitting at about 15 for idle. That's about what it should be. When I rev it, the AFR drops down, so it becomes more rich, so it doesn't detonate. That's about what it should be, and it comes back to more or less normal, but it doesn't quite come back how it should yet, because I haven't driven it and it hasn't gotten to tune itself yet. But I'm happy with how it's running right now. I'm gonna go cross that off the list. Boop.
Day 2.
Day 2, I have the title, I have license, I'm gonna insure it, gonna go register the Rx-8. It's pretty much ready. I have bleeding brakes on the list, but it has brakes. The brake fluid is old, but it doesn't need it to drive. It depends on how much time I have, really. Just got insurance for the Rx-8. I have all the paperwork I need right there. On my way to the DMV, have all the money, everything I need. It'll be registered within an hour.
You serious?
3 hours later.
I just finished up at the DMV. Fully legal now. Registration, template, everything's all good to go. I'm heading home. And once I get there, I'll have to go pick up my brother. I probably won't take the Rx-8 because I don't know if it'll break down at all. But I'm gonna go drive it tonight. We did it, buddy. We're legal now.
Eventually.
Well, I'm on my way. It's very loud. I like it. I went up to what I thought was like red line. I was only like at 5,000 RPM. So, just, you know, some things to point out. I've never driven a rear-wheel drive car. I've never driven a rotary car. I've never driven a car with as much horsepower to weight as this. I've never driven a straight piped car. I've never driven a car with coilovers. I've never driven a car with a 6-speed manual.
So this is a lot of new things for me. I love how loud it is. Holy shit! Holy shit! It just keeps going! What the fuck? What the fuck? What is this thing? Holy shit! I think I'm in love! I love it! It's amazing! I thought it was slow. It just, there's nothing until like 7,000 or 8,000 RPM. And then it gives you everything. Holy shit. Oh my fucking God. It's amazing. I'm absolutely in love. Ah! What the fuck is this thing? Oh, I love it so much. It just revs forever. Like at 5,000 RPM, I feel like I should be letting off. And it just goes and goes and goes. And it's so fucking loud. Oh. I'm gonna drive this for a very long time tonight. I need to find somewhere to mount my camera and whew. I think this is what it means when people say they catch the rotary bug. Because I am absolutely in love with this. I just want to keep going. I feel kind of bad for how loud it is, but at the same time, I love it. I'm definitely gonna find somewhere to mount the camera so I can have both hands on the wheel as I drive. But, oh man. Oh my fucking God. Yeah, I was afraid I wouldn't like this car. I'm not afraid of that anymore. This is amazing. This is, hands down, the most fun car I've ever driven. This thing. It very much needs an alignment. It's all over the road, but ooh, is it good.
Okay.
So did you think it was fast back there? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes?
Sure.
Okay.
I feel like I'm dying.
That popping you hear is gas exploding in the exhaust.
Is that a cause for concern?
No, it just sounds cool.
Okay.
No cars? No cops?
What if you hit this one car in the parking lot?
I won't.
That would be really funny. Who's not ready? I am never ready. Oh my god.
Trying to have a little bit more structure to videos and stuff like that, so I'm trying to do intros and outro. And I forgot to film an outro for the video, but yeah, this is an outro. The video is gonna end in like 5 seconds. Next video is gonna be reactions. Me giving rides to people, people's reactions to the car, and maybe, like I had on the list, a burnout in my school's parking lot. But you'll have to watch the next one to see. It should be a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. There's one more thing I forgot. Just like kind of a side note, something I wanted to say. Last night, the night where I drove the Rx-8 for the first time, one of the best, I'm at a loss for words. The first time I floored it, the reaction where I like started swearing and shouting, and like the rest of that night, one of the best moments and one of the best nights, hands down, of my entire life so far. It was an amazing experience. It was like, I can't describe it in words. It's absolutely incredible. Like, I'm actually in love with that car now. Anyway, that's enough rambling. Watch the next video, please. Nobody watches my videos.